What's up guys, Manny from Motormillion, and I got my hands full. On the last episode of our 2025 Panigale V4 series, you saw us put the Ohlins TTX GP rear shock and our Gillies tooling rear sets, and we call it the big transformation begins. While this is the bigger part of that transformation that we're continuing on with, everything that you see in here is going to go on our 2025 Panigale V4, and there's a lot of parts that are actually not here right now that are going to go on this bike. Don't worry, it's not an hour-long episode. We're going to actually make 3 episodes out of this because we got the front suspension, the complete handlebar setup, the rear wheels, the chain, the wheels itself as well that are going to go on this bike. So, in a nutshell, what are we up to? We're going to install our Öhlins forks on our Panigale V4. These are an upgrade even to the S model. Our bike's the base model. We intentionally bought the non-S model so that we could upgrade it to the upgraded forks because this is an upgrade to the S model as well. And then in here we have our MotoGP buttons that we love, Ohlins damper, some stuff for the rear caliper mount. You guys have to wait for that episode to see it. DBK parts for our handlebar. So the complete handlebar setup is changing. One part we already have started it before the video. We actually had a live on YouTube for the first time. We showed you guys how we did this. We tapped and drilled it live on the YouTube video that we did. We actually went live on Instagram and Facebook as well, but YouTube proved to be the most popular one. Either way, this is our brand new upper triple that's going to go on. And also, we have some reservoirs here that we're going to choose. We actually already chose it on our live. We're going to go with the oval ones. Stay tuned to see why we chose the oval ones over the round ones. But enough talking, more working. I got to take the complete front end off, and then we'll show off some pretty gold stuff to you. All right, the bike's in hover mode, meaning the front and rear wheels are off. Now I pull the forks down, and then we'll see what else goes on the bike. The front end is all apart with the exception of the lower triple, and this is what it looks like. It's just a whole empty space with a lot of grease. If you've been on a Panigale before, you know that there's just grease left over here. We're going to clean that up, and then we're going to put everything back together. So this bike is getting a completely new front end with the exception of the calipers and the lower triple. We're getting a new fork, upper triple, steering nut, handlebars, master cylinders, reservoirs. So hang on tight. I'm going to go ahead and put everything together so you guys see some pretty shots of these beautiful parts that we're putting on. And before that, I want to remind you, we do sell motorcycle parts. So all the products that you see on today's video is in the link in the description below. And I have one surprise part. Now that I took everything apart, I want to change something that we weren't planning in the beginning of the video. So stay tuned. Let me put it back together, and then you guys will see how beautiful it looks. And I'm going to tell you why we did all this to this beautiful 2025 Panigale V4. Our forks are on. Now we have matching forks to our TTX GP shock in the back. Quickly, let me tell you guys, these forks are the FGRT231s. They do fit the 2025 Panigale V4. Everything that you see on right now is actually tightened and torqued down. Our upper triple, our clip-ons, everything fits. I still have to put our master cylinders on and do all the plumbing. Let me get to that because I'm very excited. It's already looking good, but it's gonna look much better when we install our switch panels and everything else that has to go on these clip-ons. Let's get to work. I think we've done enough work to call this episode finished, guys. We already have our forks installed, our upper triple stem nut and our clip-ons are on. Our buttons are on. Our master cylinders are on, but they're not bled yet. To do that, I need to install the reservoirs, but to make sure I have the reservoirs correctly, I need to install the front wheel to make sure that we have full lock-to-lock motion, free of anything touching or scraping anywhere. And you're probably wondering and saying, I'm wondering too, isn't it just easy to put that front wheel on so that we can see this finished? I want to see it finished too, but there's a little twist. The twist is right here. It's this beautiful BSD StarTech Carbon Fiber wheels. As this is Motormillion, it's not as simple as just putting the wheels on, because we have the cast wheels that this base model came with. We have the forged wheels that the S models comes with, and we have another set of the BSD StarTech wheels over here that doesn't have tires mounted. We're gonna weigh everything, we're gonna see what the weight difference is, and then we'll complete the front end of this bike in that next episode. So until then, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, guys, have a good one.